everyone, I am Allie from A Glass After Work and Happy Wine Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you my white wine haul from wine.com. I don't know about where you guys are, but here in DC we seem to have completely skipped over spring and gone full swing into summer with the heat and the humidity, the afternoon rain showers. It has definitely been brutal, and there is nothing better than drinking white wine in this type of weather. So that combined with the fact that my husband pretty much only drinks white wine, it just seemed like it was time to dive in and grab a case from wine.com. So that's what I did. In case you haven't ordered from them before, I thought I'd share. They do the recycling packaging, which I love, especially if you're gonna be buying a lot of wine online. To have the recycling packaging is nice. If you are trying to hide the fact that you're buying wine, this is definitely not the box for you. I get my wine delivered to work, so of course, when I get a wine.com box, everybody comes by my desk to see what it is that I want. They all want the recommendations. They all want to know. So with that, why don't we open up a bottle and get started. The wine I'm gonna open is this Pinot Gris. It's from Hugel Winery, which is a family winery in Alsace. It's a 2014, and I haven't had this wine from them before, but we are big fans of their Pinot Blanc. It's strangely, it's on a lot of the wine lists here in DC. If you wanted something other than a Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc, the Pinot Blanc is on a lot of the lists. So we end up drinking it occasionally, but I've never had this one, so I was excited to see the Pinot Gris and give it a shot. As you can see, this wine has a light kind of greenish straw yellow tint to it, and I don't know if you can see the bubbles down at the bottom, like right where the glass meets the stem, but there's a little bit of spritz happening on the wine, which is fine. It's good. It's just something that's interesting to notice. So why don't we take a sniff? All right, so there are lots of juicy stone fruits. Yeah, it's mostly apricots and white peaches, some good stone fruits. Also, I'm getting, interestingly, a little bit of licorice, maybe some anise, something like that. And a little bit of something green, just kind of like green leaves. All right, why don't we take a sip? Cheers. Okay. Wow. Yeah, those stone fruits are just in my face when I take a sip. It's really nice though, very, very good. And then kind of behind that stone fruit taste, there's definitely also some more licorice. I think there's also some walnuts, maybe some hazelnuts. And lots of acidity. It's making my mouth salivate. It's very refreshing. You can definitely get a little bit of that, the spritz that I was talking about at the bottom of the glass. It just kind of like, you feel it on your tongue a little bit, keeps your mouth tasting fresh, but it's not distracting or overwhelming or anything. So Hugel is a $22 bottle of wine. So we did get a little bit over the $20 mark with that one, but not too bad, especially since with wine.com, I've paid for their yearly membership. I get enough wine from there that it's worth it. And part of the yearly membership is that you get free shipping, and I make back my money in the membership just in the free shipping. So really, it's a straight up $22 bottle of wine. So the other Pinot Gris that I got is this 2016 Pinot Gris from Portlandia Winery. This winery is in Oregon, and the wine is $18. Now, actually, interestingly, this wine isn't just Pinot Gris. It's mostly Pinot Gris, it's 98% Pinot Gris, but it also is 1% Viognier and 1% Muscat. I've never actually had this wine before, but I was excited to try it. I've heard about the winery a little bit because their winemaker is a woman, and so I've been reading a little bit about female winemakers, and especially because there aren't that many, and they're doing some innovative things. So I really wanted to give this a try. Next up are two Gruner Veltliners. The first Gruner is Domaine Wachau, and this is from the Wachau Valley in Austria. It's a 2016. So I've never actually had this wine before, but it ended up as number 68 on Wine Enthusiast's list of top 100 wines for 2017. And since I knew I wanted a Gruner, I thought this would be a good one to give a try. Gruners tend to have be very minerally. They're very food friendly. They what's great about them in terms of when you're pairing them, they pair not just with your kind of traditional white. They pair not just with your traditional white meat and seafood, and obviously your Austrian favorites like a Wiener Schnitzel, but they also pair really well with pungent foods like an asparagus or a artichoke. So you might see that if you're at a restaurant, the sommelier might suggest pairing with a Gruner instead of something like a Sauvignon Blanc or a Chardonnay. Domaine Wachau is $15, which is fantastic, right? So you're under that $20 mark. I'm hoping it's going to taste really, really good since it's on that wine enthusiast list, and yeah, so I think that would be fun. And the other Gruner I have is this one. It's the Lorenz V, and the Lorenz V, it's the Singing Gruner Veltliner. It's a 2015, and this is one of my favorite Gruners. If I'm putting together a tasting, like a World of Wine tasting or a white wine tasting, that sort of thing, I always include this wine. It is, if you want to try something different, try a white wine that isn't normally one of the ones that you go for. I definitely recommend this. It's $17, so again, you're going to be under that $20 mark, and it's just delicious. And I realized I forgot to share one of the other things that I like about ordering from wine.com is that they send you these little stickers. See these little stickers right there, and they have the name of the wine and the price that you paid for them, and then they send you these like fun little tabbies, right? And so the tabbies are blank on the front, and then they've got this stuff so you can fill out the information on the back. And then what you can do is you can take the stickers and put them on the tabs, and then the tabs go onto your wine bottle just like that. So when it's sitting in your wine rack, there. So when the wine is sitting in your wine rack, you can see the information without having to pull the wine out of the wine rack and look and see what vintage it is or which wine it is. I know I'm always doing that, so I like having the little tab. So our last two wines are both going to be Assorticos, and Assortico is a grape that is grown on the Greek island of Santorini. It's a volcanic island, so the grapes are going to make a wine that has really nice minerality. It's going to have really bright acidity. It's going to be the type of wine that definitely is going to be a seafood and white meat type of wine. It's also good with salad and other kind of like Mediterranean food, not necessarily just Greek food, but other Mediterranean food. You could put it with a spanakopita or with hummus or something like that, and it's also going to go really, really well. So the first Assortico is the Sagalis, and it is a 2017 Segalis, and this is actually the most expensive of the wines that I bought. This one is $35, and this is another wine that is actually on the DC wine list all of the time. There's another Assortico, the Gavalis, and that's also on DC wine lists a lot, but if that one's not on the list, this is going to be the one that's probably on there. And since my husband loves Assortico, we end up with this wine an awful lot, so it's nice to have it at home. I am looking forward to that. And then this last one is a 2016 Santo Assortico, and I haven't tried this wine before, but I normally don't pay attention to the ratings of wine critics. Sometimes I agree with them, sometimes I don't. There's lots of different reasons why their scores end up the way they do, but when you order from wine.com, they'll let you know how different critics or different magazines rated a particular wine. The Santo, it received a 90 from Robert Parker. So I thought it would be fun to try, even though I don't normally purchase based on wine ratings. I thought this would be fun to try since it's only $19.99. Got in right under that $20 mark, which is what I was going for with most of the wines. So keeps it affordable, and for $20, I thought it definitely was worth giving a try. And so that is my wine.com white wine haul. I'm sure that I will get a chance to share some of these other wines with you, but I definitely enjoyed sharing the Hugel. And if you liked my video, definitely don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you can do that right down below. Don't forget to hit the little bell so that you can be notified when I upload a video. And also, I will leave all of the information down in the description below, and leave me a comment. I'd love to know, are you a white wine drinker? Do you drink wine on a seasonal basis, or are you drinking more white wine now that the weather is getting warmer? Or do you just kind of mostly stick with what it is that you're drinking and eating? And with that, thanks for joining me, and happy Wine Wednesday. Cheers.